The loyalty of the fan base is always going to be here. It's been here for 50-plus years, and I don't see that fading. You take your heritage with you. They brought it from Philly. They took it to Kansas City. They took it from Kansas City. They brought it to Oakland. It's been here a long time, and they're going to come out and show that support. And I think it's going to be an exciting night for the players in terms of just feeling that energy and that support.
Yeah, it's just a random Tuesday night with the A's hosting Tampa Bay. Usually this would be a small crowd at the Coliseum, but instead tonight fans will be packed in attendance. Back in April, Stu Clary and fellow fans chose this night kind of randomly because of all the circumstances, but they wanted to make their statement. They wanted to make their presence and displeasures known. This is the rare reverse boycott game, June 13th, 2023, a date that's been on a lot of these fans' calendars for quite some time. On that note, let's bring in Valina Jones of NBC Bay Area. She's covering tonight's events and storylines from the Coliseum. Valina, thanks for coming on with us. What is it like out there? Because I've never even seen a reverse boycott before. I'm not sure that's a thing before this situation. How do you describe the atmosphere?
Right, it's a lot of energy. You can see tens and thousands of fans coming out here tonight. They are expecting tens of thousands of fans in these stands, and this is the first time that the A's have seen this much action. You can hear the cheers from the crowd of "Sell Our Team," and that is really the heart of tonight's reverse boycott. Fans are fighting to keep the team in Oakland. They say they want to send a message to the team: don't leave the Bay, just sell the team. A longtime fan booster club, the Oakland 68s, are giving away these green shirts that you see that say "sell," and that's really their message in all of this. This all started weeks ago when a group of loyal fans fighting to keep the team in Oakland put a call out for fellow A's lovers to fill the stadium in response to criticism that the A's fans had abandoned the team. Now tonight it appears people answered that call for hours before tonight's games. Fans dressed in gold and green took over parts of this parking lot for food, drinks, and general fun that included games of cornhole using boards with the A's owner's face on them. These folks say they want Major League Baseball to know that local fans want the A's to stay and will commit to a team if the team has an owner who's committed to winning in Oakland.
Change the minds of people at Major League Baseball. It might change the minds of anybody who's thinking about Oakland as a home for some team in the future.
They're taking away something that belongs, to the Bay Area, to us, They've already, the Warriors already left, the Raiders already left, the A's is all we have left.
But I want to make sure that I can bring my kid to an A's game the same way my dad did.
Now, the reverse boycott organizers also have a plan. During the game, they're encouraging everyone to chant "Sell the Team" and stay in Oakland. At the top and bottom of each inning, they also plan to stand in silence for the first batter at the top of the first and fifth inning in honor of how many years the A's have been in Oakland and to protest the possible move to Vegas. Now, you can hear the chants out here tonight. The A's have not responded to our request for comment, but just sent out a statement within the last hour that says they will donate all ticket sales from tonight's game to the Alameda County Community Food Bank and the Oakland Public Education Fund. Now, as you know, we're less than an hour away from the first pitch. People here are energized. They want this message to go straight to the owners and hopefully keep the A's here in Oakland. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, Valina, we appreciate that. We would have more of a back and forth and a dialogue here, but I'm sure you can't even hear us right now. I think all of our questions have been answered. Thank you so much for doing this. We definitely do appreciate it. So, fan sentiment, how about players and people closer to the A's circle, like former A's outfielder Stephen Piscotty, who, as you know, grew up in Pleasanton. If I could be there tonight, I would, as a fan, in Section 220. The home of a big part of my childhood. How about Blake Anderson of Workaholics fame? He's been a well-documented A's fan. Put this on Instagram. Really wish I could be in Oakland tonight for the game. I hate how dirty the A's are getting done and hope there's still some kind of way they can remain in Oakland. So many childhood memories of mine are wrapped up with this team, and I want to make more memories with my family for generations to come. Somebody shotgun a damn beer in the parking lot for me. Blake, I'm sure that's happening right now. A's pitcher and, well, starter from last night, James Caprillion. This is a very important reminder to everybody. Stay safe tonight, A's fans. And then how about a quote from Ron Washington? This was actually from USA Today. It's quoted here on Twitter. Ron Washington, obviously of A's fame, saying, quote, "I hope they stay in the Oakland Coliseum as long as they can. That field is one of the best fields in baseball. It's impeccable. If you don't know where you're going to after you left that damn field, you think you're in a grand place." And as mentioned before, the A's donating all ticket revenue from tonight's game to 2 local community organizations. Obviously, that maneuver is being both favored and criticized by some. So what exactly is happening in Nevada today? What exactly happened? Well, they were about 10 hours into respective sessions between the Senate and the Assembly, both of which have concluded. And again, just for perspective, all of this is a special session. Lawmakers were supposed to be done with their work about 8 days ago, but this was all called into a special session by Governor Joe Lombardo. So this morning, the Nevada Senate was handed 2 major amendments to SB 1. They heard those, they voted them forward, they passed them to an actual vote, which was passed. But part of the amendments, one of them was to bring a little bit more clarity to the community benefits package. The other was to add back 2 totally separate bills, totally disconnected from SB 1, that got vetoed by the governor. So there was a little bit of a baked-in atmosphere here. What was still happening is now completed. The Nevada Assembly, it's their vote next. They're not actually going to take that vote because they have adjourned for the day. And what would finally be necessary for relocation of the Oakland A's would be approval by Major League Baseball owners across the board. 75% of the other 29 teams would have to vote into this. There also today was a development at a federal level. Representatives Barbara Lee and Mark Desaulnier said that they're going to try and introduce something called the Moneyball Act, which would require owners of any professional baseball club seeking to relocate to compensate the state and local authorities that they move away from. If the owners do not oblige, says the statement, baseball would be exempt or subject to being subject to the antitrust exemption laws that they have been exempt from for over a century. So stay tuned on all of that.